Wake up, and before we even fully open our eyes, reality is already waiting for us. Or at least the version of reality that is presented to us. Every morning we check our phones, and within seconds we are flooded with informations, news, trends, warnings, opinions, and endless content telling us what matters and what doesn't. But what if the world we see on our screen is not the world outside our window? What if it's the constructed version, shaped, organized, filtered, and arranged by others? This documentary explores illusions, control, and the way modern society manufactures reality.
Plato's Cave. More than 2,000 years ago, Plato described the allegory of the cave. People were trapped inside a cave, watching shadows on a wall. They believed that shadows were real because they had never seen anything else. Plato's message was clear. If we only see illusion, we mistake them from reality. Today, our shadows are no longer cave walls. They appear on screens.
Hello, Mr. Rosen. How are you?
Hello. Very well.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and you will have to answer.
Okay.
How do you personally decide what information you can trust?
I think it's a really important question. I think it's a good question. When it comes to consuming information, I would liken the process to a sieve, right? So I read a lot, and there are sources that I end up trusting, and there are sources that I do not end up trusting, right? And when it comes to finding out what's good and what's true, usually I have a criteria. My criteria is generally truthfulness and accuracy. Not truth with a capital T, but truthfulness. Hi. So basically, for me, I don't have strict objective criteria, but I think that some reportage is more truthful than other forms of reportage. So the question of truth is important, and also accuracy. When is something accurate? Well, something is generally accurate when the facts are being reported in a way that isn't ideologically contaminated, right? I do believe that reporters have an allegiance to truthful and accurate reporting. So that is my case.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello, Ms. Nguyen, how are you?
I'm good.
Perfect. I have only one question. Do you think the media shows us reality or just a version of it, and why?
Does the media show reality or just a version of it?
Exactly.
Depends which media we're talking about.
Social media first, and then you can say some sources you trust.
Social media, would you include, for example, New York Times on Instagram? As social media?
Yes, I would also include that because it's also on social media, on TikTok.
Yeah, I think that, so I tend to trust legacy media, which are more established media sources like newspapers, like the BBC or the New York Times, things like that. But they're also using social media now as platforms to show their information. Do they show reality or just their version of reality? I'm going to ask philosophical question. Reality is perhaps often not the easiest thing to establish clearly always, but there is a reality, and I think good journalists try to tell us the truth about what's happening. That doesn't mean it isn't from particular perspectives always, as long as they're clear that maybe this is what we can tell you from this moment in time. I think that's fine. Do I trust it? Is that what you're asking me as well, or no?
Yeah, also if it's trustable.
I think it is. I think it is trustable in the sense that you have to search for, again, I would use legacy media, journalists that are offering multiple perspectives, but also do fact checking about what they're presenting to you. Essential to me. I want to know the truth, even if I don't like it. I'd rather know the truth than just have somebody tell me what they think I will agree with, which I think the algorithms tend to do. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hyperreality. We live in a world of hyperreality, where images and simulation often feel more real than the real life. Social media shows perfect bodies, perfect moments, and perfect lifestyle. Over time, these images become the standard. Reality feels disappointing compared to the illusion, even though the illusion is carefully edited and controlled.
Fahrenheit 451. In Fahrenheit 451, society controls people through distraction and entertainment rather than force. Books are burned because they contain ideas that encourage thinking and questioning. Captain Beatty explains that people prefer comfort and happiness over truth. To keep society stable, different opinions are removed, and constant media replaces deep thought. People accept this reality because it feels easy and safe. The novel shows how manufactured reality can exist when people stop questioning and choose comfort instead.
The Matrix. The Matrix shows a world where people live inside a computer simulation without knowledge. The illusion works because it feels real and provides comfort and routine. Most people do not question the system because questioning would mean giving up creativity. Like the prisoners in Plato's cave, they accept the reality they are shown. Conclusion. A manifest reality does not look false. It looks normal, familiar, and safe.
We can recognize it when the same message appears everywhere, when entertainment replaces thinking, and when questioning becomes weird.
To avoid living in an illusion, we must slow down, question what we see, and look beyond the shadows. Reality should be questioned, not simply accepted.